Creative people like yourself in this community.
Yeah, I mean, along these lines, Suzette and Rin have, first of all, they've welcomed me into the community like I was their brother.
It's not always easy.
And frankly, it's the collaborations that we've done in the last couple of months have just been really inspiring. They're not only inspiring to the community, but they're personally inspiring to me. So, you know, I couldn't do some of the stuff that I've been able to do without the collaboration of both Suzette and Lynn. And others, who else am I missing? Because it's just like, it's a really...
Pretty much everybody in this room
it's
has
a
played
big
some part.
group effort. Yeah, I mean, the Scarecrow contest couldn't have been done without...
Right. This is one of the Scarecrow contest winners right here, which was made by Gordon.
And he was one of the prize winners, and you haven't picked up your prize yet.
Ah!
Your office?
Yes, my office. Between almost any day. So, where is my office?
That's a good question.
Understand that the Arts Council has been in the lodge since 1968, and we used to actually manage the lodge. Okay, and then the county took over management of the lodge, and they now provide a space for us in the lodge still, as well as the Historical Society and Fuller Lodge Arts Center. Those are all part of the lodge, which is you know, operated and owned by the county. So they provide a space for us, which is very, very accommodating, considering it is where the arts are centered in Los Alamos, right? Pretty much the lodge is where the arts are centered. The Creative District is, of course, over in these other buildings here, but we have a very short walk between the two of us, and so we can easily collaborate. And so, anytime you want to stop by my office, I'm open from 9 till 9:30, excuse me, 9:30 to 4, most days, except Thursdays and Fridays, which close a little bit earlier. But anyway, 9 to 3 is, or 9:30 to 3 is generally the time. I'm going to pass around a brochure. If you don't want to take one, you don't have to take one. Actually, I'm going to just leave them here. I hope you'll take one as you leave. This is nothing new. You may have seen it last time, except that it shows only some of the actual annual programs that we do. But we do a lot of ad hoc programs. One of the ones that many of you are familiar with is the Brown Bag Concert Series or Performance Series. We don't actually limit them to music, by the way. If you have some poetry you want to read, or you have a piece of dance, or a piece of theater that you would like to present, please apply. As long as it's performing arts, the Brown Bag shows are open to anyone. You just have to apply. Next year, we hope to actually start to offer an honorarium to each performer. Believe it or not, that will be the first time in the history of the Brown Bags, which started in 1973. So we're going to start, and believe it or not, I just found out yesterday it was my mother that suggested a Brown Bag concert.
Oh!
Can you believe that? Back in 1969 or something like that. And it took some of the other members of the board of directors, Rosalie Heller and Patricia Gamble, who have both passed away recently, but they were also people that really pushed the Brown Bag concert.
You know, I understand Suzette has an interpretive dance that she was considering doing for the Brown Bag next season. So you'll want to touch base with her later on that.
Next season is filling up already.
Well, there you go.
We only do 9 concerts.
Only 9?
One a month. The first, usually it's the first Wednesday of the month at noon. And anyway, so we're looking to be able to, you know, honor people a little bit more by giving a small honorarium to each performance. We've never done that, and I just think it would be great to provide something to, you know, there are some expenses that people have, you know, like some people come up from Santa Fe or even as far as Las Vegas or even Albuquerque and things like that to go to these to provide this music for us. So
I assume this is done at the pond, or?
no. These are all at Fuller Lodge noon. Okay, look in my brochure. That's just one of the many programs that we do annually. We also do a children's theater annually. We do an arts and crafts fairs. We do 2 of them annually. The Fuller Lodge Arts Center does 2 as well. And we collaborate on these. So we're actually doing 4 arts and crafts fairs a year.
One is coming up on the 19th, right?
It's actually the 18th.
18th.
And I have a brochure for that.
It's the last one of the season.
It's the last one of the season, yeah. Coming up on the 18th. I'll talk about that in a minute. We also do a chalk walk. And you showed this 3D crosswalk thing. We've always done in the chalk walk a 3D chalk drawing that, you know, kids and adults and everybody have taken photographs within. And it looks like this year looks as if you're paddling a canoe. It was really cool.
It was
Some of you
cool.
saw it. And those are expensive, by the way. Those cost us $2,000 to do that art drawing.
But we get to keep them.
But we get to keep them if we buy them for another $750.
But they're in our collection.
We got them now.
Yeah.
We got 2 of them that we can actually do. If we need to next year, if we can't afford it. But LANB has been the sponsor of that chalk walk for the last many years, and they also sponsor the Kite Festival. That's another thing that we do annually, and they have been great. LANB, I can't knock them for the amount of support they give us. It's been really wonderful. And then we're going to start in February there's been a little bit of a hiatus of the coffee house concerts. Some of you may know about those. We're going to start those up again, we hope, in February of this next year.
Where will that be, in Fuller?
Oh
or?
yeah, and these concerts are, you know, coffee house-like. Tables, coffee and treats, you know, cake or whatever, and then a concert. And it'll be high-powered concerts. And these are going to be organized by me, but directed by Kay Noonan. Many of you know her. She's a violinist here in town, and probably the best violinist in all of New Mexico. And she's an old colleague. We've known each other since I was a little guy. We've done a lot of performances together. By the way, December 6th, our Brown Bag concert is me and Kay. And Kathy McIntosh is coming up from Santa Fe. She's a harpsichordist. And so we're going to do contemporary and Baroque and classical music on that December 6th concert. So that's
Excellent.
and you'll get to hear me play the bass.
That's the brown bag?
That's Brown Bag. So take one of these brochures if you don't have one already. Rin had mentioned the fact that the arts are very important to us and the economy. And this is a report that Americans for the Arts produced. And it's mostly 2015 data, but it's very, very appropriate for today in that it shows how much the arts affect the economy of the United States and affect the economy locally. All you have to do is look around here. We know how much the arts affects the economy. But if you know somebody who's in the legislature or in county government or in any kind of position where they make a decision about funding the arts, I hope you'll take one of these brochures and pass it on to that person, because it's a really great report. The Arts Council bought all these brochures because we think it's important to get the word out. Even though many of you here probably know the importance of the arts, it's the people that are in government in general, and sometimes in other administrations, that don't understand the importance of the connection of the arts and the economy. I think one of the things that was really cool